Good morning, guys. Welcome to another daily forecast outlook on EURUSD. This is the 11th of September 2023, and what we have in front of us right now is the chart for EURUSD. So, just starting from the weekly time frame, uh, we can see that the euro has been quite bullish. You see this is bullish. But overall, we can see that this bullish leg up here was just a pullback for this weekly weekly leg. So ultimately, we are anticipating right now the end of this pullback and possibly the continuation of the bearish leg. And one way that could signal that continuation is if we can see this low break. So we want to see that low break and then a retest and then a push to the downside. But right now, as you can see, price is currently reacting from inside this zone. We are reacting from inside this zone. So depending on whether this zone will hold or this zone would fail, that is what is actually going to determine everything for the euro right now. So let's drop down to the daily and let's see what the daily looks like. So from the daily time frame, first of all, you can see that the daily is reacting from here. I don't know if this I'm not sure this level is going to hold because you can see this it was already mitigated earlier before it came down here, but it's still reacting from this point, no doubt. And we can see that the daily is trading within this range, right? It is trading within this range. So what is going to determine the movement is if this high should break or this low should break. So this anyone that will happen is going to determine where we are going to be going this week. So if this high should break, I expect to pull a retest and then we move higher to signal, yeah, just a move higher for now. That's what I'll be expecting. Same thing if we should break lower, then we can expect a pullback and then continuation of the bearish leg. But yeah, that is what we have for the daily time frame. So let's see what the 4 hour is doing. All right, so for the 4 hour, what can we see? You can see that price was bearish coming down into this daily zone. And if you can see this into this daily zone, price reacted. We are still pushed down further. But we can also see that within this daily zone, price is also reacting from a 4 hour zone. You can see it is marked to this level, a 4 hour zone. Price is reacting from there. And you can see that also the internal of the 4 hours has switched bullish. You can see this. It has switched bullish. Why is it bullish? It is bullish to facilitate the daily reaction from this zone, right? And also you can see, yeah, it's now we can see that price is also reacting this level of supply here. Even though it has been tested once, but price failed to break above it, we can see that we are coming in with so much force. So we could actually see price break above this level and then we'll wait for the retest and then we'll go in deeper. Now this move that may if this breaks above here, the move that may occur after that break may be to just facilitate the pullback into the EQ of this leg. Because if you notice, since we had this move down, we haven't had a pullback. When the nature of the market is after an impulsive move, there must be a corrective move, an impulsive move, a corrective move. But right now, all we have just had is an impulsive move. We've not had any corrective move. So we'll be waiting for that corrective move very soon. And if this high should break, that could be an early signal for that. Okay, so let's see how the 15 minutes looks like. And on the 15 minutes, you can see that the 15 minutes is bullish right now to facilitate the internal 4 hourly. Is bullish alongside the internal of the 4 hours. So yeah, we can also see that price reacted off this zone, and then the reaction from this zone caused an internal break of structure. After that internal break of structure, we pulled back and then we broke this high, and this was a strong high that was broken. Why was it strong? Because this high did its job by taking out this low, and then it broke above this high. We see this candle close above it, right? That means that we now have this level as a strong low. This level will become a strong low, right? Why is it a strong low? Because it did its job and took out this high. Now remember, all this bullish nature right now could just be to facilitate that 4 hour pullback, or that 4 hour or that daily reaction, right? And then also after breaking above this level, we see this pullback, and then we are seeing this impulsive, this leg just moving. It's just moving, and we can also see that this is a weak low. Why? Because it hasn't yet done its job by taking out this level. So we can see that the 15 minutes is moving within this range, this high and this low. That's why the 15 minutes is moving in. You can see that price came into this level, reacted, and then price is currently moving up aggressively. So if we should see a break of this level, what we could expect is, price could come back into this flip zone before we continue that move up, or price could pull deeper into the EQ, and then we can have this level here, and we can have this level at the extreme where price could react to. We don't know right now. Let me just check. So let me check where my EQ is in this level. All right, so let me just check. All right, so you can see that even this supposed flip zone is lying on the EQ, which also makes it stronger. You can also see this level, even though you can. Let's just take these weeks, right? I think that's those weeks, and we can also take this level. So these are the zones I'll be looking at if price should break above this level, and then I'll be waiting for this pullback into any of these zones, and then I'll look to ride it a continuation up. Now I am going to be bullish as long as the 4 hourly is still bullish. You can see this. But now once this level is taken on the 4 hourly, my bias is going to switch bearish. So what is going to happen is, possibly, if price comes down and breaks this low, we're going to see the slight retest, and then price will continue downward. But once ultimately this low is taken, then we know that for sure we have gone bearish. But this low here will just be an early signal that yes, 4 hourly has switched bearish. So yeah, this is my analysis for today and possibly this week looking ahead. But yeah, let's see how price is going to behave today. So even if we look at this 15 minutes, if you wanted to go aggressive, you could have seen some moves this early morning, right? So we can see that price broke, took out this internal, right? Pulled back, when they didn't give us a deep pullback, but at least it filled some of this imbalance, right? Then we see what this bearish, um, you can see this, let me delete this time. So you can see this price took out this high, because this is now the internal, you can call it the bearish fractal structure. Took out this internal, came back into this extreme. So we had an entry here, and this was like around 12 in the night. So yeah, I wouldn't taking it too early. We had this level, then price broke up and then came down. Didn't come back to deeply retest this level, and it just went up. So yeah, we're waiting for this high to go. Then you can possibly ride that pullback, into this level, or we can wait for price to return into this level, and then we can look for longs from here, here, and here. We could also, maybe consider this level because of where it's placed. So maybe we could just increase this zone to this level. Yeah. So this is what we are looking at, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.